Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. And a little bit of astrology with these dailies, but the weekly readings are always up on Friday mornings, and get those timestamps in there by Mondays. So you can hop over to that video and get more of an in-depth reading for the day. Anyway, you can see I'm using Chris Ann's Light Seers Tarot for today, for Thursday, February 23rd. And the moon is still in Aries, but it has moved so far that it's crossed over Chiron. So I'm hoping that you guys had some healing over the last few days, especially with that with Venus. Venus today has an inconjunct going to the South Node, which could be very helpful, but there could be an adjustment in relationship with someone or in relationships. Oh, yay! We have the Page of Swords upright. So she is all about, or it's usually younger type of energy, but think of being so enthusiastic to learn new things. And sometimes it's getting to the bottom of something. You know, in political readings, the Page of Swords is usually my card for figuring out what has happened in the past and getting really, really clear. So that could very well be the case with the moon in Aries. There could be some new insights. We have some really beautiful aspects to the moon this morning, from Mercury and over to Mars. Oh, yeah, and then the Three of Swords. Okay, so there can be some clarity that comes through as to pains of the past, betrayals of the past. But I always look at the Three of Swords as, well, I question myself if I get this card. And you guys know with dailies, I don't read them as intensely as you would, you know, like a monthly or a yearly, of course, yearly reading. The Three of Swords for me, I always tend to ask myself, okay, well, how have I betrayed myself in this situation, right? Because we always have a tendency to do that. But the Three of Swords can be a little bit of unhappiness, or feeling rejected, or just some type of a loss. Now, here, it looks like she's screaming about it, and I always say, you know what? Go scream into a pillow if you need to. It's good to get it out. It's good to get the anger out. And if you do that, oftentimes you find out that there's some pain underneath. And that's always good to access. Usually the anger's on top, and then other times it's healthy anger. There is such a thing as healthy anger. It helps you set boundaries, helps you get in touch with what you really want. But whatever it is, whenever we have, because we're human and we're going to have it all the time, or not all the time, but often, whenever we have feelings of either resentment or anger, resentment, whatever it is, always ask yourself, what do you really want? What were you really wanting? What's underneath the feelings? What are the feelings about? And then you can turn your own wheel of fate. You can exercise your free will. We have the wheel here reversed. When the wheel of fortune comes to reversed, it can get us out of a place where we've been stuck in a rut for years, and maybe it was studying things or going in directions with the Page of Swords. It makes me wonder, were we going in a direction that was actually really the right one for us? Because the Page of Swords is all about making decisions, and maybe we're betraying ourselves, or some of you are betraying yourselves in a way that doesn't inspire you to get what you want in the future. Maybe there's too much caretaking going on with family members, and it has you frustrated. And boy, my heart goes out to those of you who have parents that are still alive and may be going through Alzheimer's. And then you also have your adult children, or maybe you have lots of children. at any age, children and grandchildren, it can be so hard to manage all those relationships and all those rules. And sometimes you do just need to either scream into a pillow or just cry and go, oh my gosh, this is so much to deal with. Or maybe you're holding space for a younger person who has lost their inspiration and they're trying to find their way through life. And, you know, it's one of those things that we can only find within. And all you can do is just support them by exposing them to all different types of things that, you know, to see what you might like, right? And that is what the Page of Swords is about on those deeper levels. It's that inspiration to look forward to, or look towards, see life from a bigger perspective, but to look at all different avenues of professions, or studies, or communications. The swords always have to do with communications, thoughts, words, you know, the way we think and our attitudes. So if we're expecting to be betrayed, and if we're expecting to be rejected, this could all be subconsciously, right? That, you know, something we have to work through. If we're unconsciously, subconsciously expecting to be betrayed, then we won't put ourselves out there and we will be stuck in a rut. So if you're in a place of like, oh, I could never do that, or that would take forever to get to the place where I could be proficient at that, those are false beliefs. Often when we go towards what calls us, what happens is we find our true calling, and it's something that, you know, you'll never know unless you try it. So my guidance for the day is that you try out all different things and allow yourself to be frustrated. It's the leading edge of your leadership. Frustration is definitely a part of leadership. So if you're going to lead your own life, expect to be frustrated, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's human and it's normal. But definitely go what piques your interest, or what is calling you. Cross that bridge to the other side. Take that leap of faith, as you can see with this artwork here. I absolutely love this deck. Yeah, and to turn the Wheel of Fortune right side up would be to, you know, tune into the little fuzzy dice around her neck where the message is, if you want to be at the top of your world, you have to take a risk, or 2, or 12. It's a continual path to just keep trying and never give up. Keep going towards what makes your heart sing. So, okay, well, that's it for today, you guys. Take good care. Bye.